Come on. Are you kidding me? I was on mute the entire time. Oh my gosh. Here, let's see if this works now. I think I got it mixed up, yo. Must have reset or something. Let's bring this closer to me so you guys can hear me. I have it my stuff open in another tab. It was supposed to go better this time, and it didn't. So like, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Are you kidding me? I was on mute the entire. Okay, so we're good. All right, so let's kick her off. So I did do in the tags saying I would do the banner reviews, which I will. Hopefully, if anyone has decided to get the characters, they've gotten their characters. There's been a lot of bashing. It opened last night with the servers. So let's just pop in here for a second. I'm not getting any of these characters. I think the weapon is... You're never gonna see it again, but I wouldn't roll for it. I wouldn't roll on this banner. It's not because any of these weapons are like... Well, the eye of perception is pretty egregious, but I wouldn't say that it's like gonna... you know, it actually is a pretty good turn. It's just extraordinarily mid 4-star weapons. And the 5-star weapons are like... they're not niche, but they're not like the best. So you'll see a lot of people say that these characters are like bad characters. And I'm gonna put it out there that to start off, bad in terms of what? Like, has anyone ever asked that question? Like, I would like to go over the characters, like, if your account has blank, this would be a good character for you. When it comes to Sijuan, if you have Farina and you think she's cute and you want a Hydro healer that has Hydro resonance, she's good. She heals really hard, and I'm yet to meet people who pulled her because she was cute, like not enjoy her and not use her. So I don't think she's actually like as bad. I think people do post about this, just like they do post about Chi-Chi. Like there's a time and place for Chi-Chi, but I think that because she's Hydro, she's just a little bit better. So just like Kokomi, but the healing follows you, and it's pretty good for the full party. When it comes to Sei, Sei is a really fun driver. I wouldn't, she's not like abyss worthy, but if you love driver playstyles, you think rolling around like Sonic, like Overworld is fun, you love Overworld and that kind of stuff. Darn, that tea is hot. I think you'll like her. She was my first Overworld character. I thought she carried. She's really great. I think if you love Sei, you're not gonna go wrong getting Sei. I wouldn't discourage it, particularly at C6. She can actually pump out some pretty good numbers, and she's much easier to build. Shengling is Shailing. And what annoys me the most is that Goro is here. So I have C5 Goro, and I am a Geolord, and I really want his C6, but I'm not going to roll on this banner. I'm not. I don't want Sijuan. I have C6 of the other two characters. This would be an actively bad choice to roll on this banner. To be clear, that if you do get Goro and you do want to play around with Mono Geo, Goro, first of all, his trial just was probably his worst team. The higher you invest in your Geo characters, Geo teams, the better they get. Shalonen has kind of given people a false perception about like what Geo is and whatnot. But Goro's still a really good character for Geo teams. And he works at C0. C1's a little nice, but you don't need to have him C6. He's not Fruzan, but once he is at higher investment, just like all other characters, you know, it polishes him up nice, right? Like, I don't think if you getting Goro is a bad thing. I don't think he's a bad character, and I think everyone is shoving all the previous characters under the bus because we have new shiny toys is quite mean, particularly when they're saying that a character is bad but not specifying if they're bad. So if you love Geo and you want your Noelle and Ito, or you want to play DPS Shalonen or whatever, and have a team or make your Albedo strong, I don't know, or Chiori, Goro's not like he's a good character for your account if you have those characters and you want to play those teams. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Now we're going to talk about Mizuki here. I did do her trial already. She's a standard character. You might never see her again if you want to pull, but then again, now they have the selector, so you don't have to roll on the initial banner. And this is a sleeper patch. We all probably don't have any pulls anyway for this character. She's a driver like Seiyu, but in my opinion, Seiyu is a lot funner. And I think that she felt like a character that wouldn't be very good until higher investment to me. I think she has a C4. I'm not going to go into the trial, but essentially what happens in her burst is Unlike Seiyu that puts out an AoE field that just continuously heals her, and that's C2 by the way, it'll do healing and damaging. With Mizuki, until she's like C4, C6, those little snacks you pick up will heal your team, but most of her damage is in those. So by using her as a healer, you're ruining her DPS and swirl potential because of her ICDs. So in general, her most powerful constellation is the one that allows them to burst and heal and stuff like that. And they don't even burst on their own. Yeah. I would say that this is a skip for most people, but that said, if you have no Animo characters on your account, you love driver teams, you have really powerful off-field options, you might get some use out of her, you might get some fun new teams, but just realize that she's an on-field driver and she's not even the best on-field driver in my opinion. Someone might have fun with her if you want to main her, if you think she's pretty. Who am I to tell you that she's not a good pick for your account? Is she like the strongest? Is she gonna get you all the stars in Abyss? Probably not. Is she gonna give you another Animo character to do Imaginary Theater? Probably. Is she gonna be fun to explore with? Probably. Like, there's a small chance after you do the trial you might fall in love with this character. And I'm not here to judge you or to tell you that that's wrong. If you feel like it is the best choice for your account and the content you want to complete, think of what your account is right now and what goals you have and how you feel about this character, and then decide to pull. I'm not going to tell you that they're good or bad. I personally think that there's no place on my account for either of these characters. They would just take up space. I wouldn't build them even if I got her on a standard pull, I don't think, because I prefer playing Seiyu personally. So that's in and out of this one. Now on the next banner, they're going to run Ryo and Farina. So we're going to go over Ryo. Ryo is a melt DPS. He's a catalyst, which means he requires a lot of pyro. I like playing him with Movika and Xiangling, particularly. Toma is a good choice too because he does have an HP bleed mechanic that can get a little bit annoying. You can play him with a healer too, and this should increase it. I do recommend a shielder or a healer, or you might feel a little bit fragile. He also plays well with Farina. You can put him on the Marshalsea set. You can put him on his on any sort of crit damage weapon. I have him on the Widsith, which is really great because he bonuses from all of the buffs it can give you. And yeah, so now if you want Ryo, if you think his design is super rad and you just want him, I am not going to stop you. If you are his Bando collector, I'm not going to stop you. That's a perfectly fine reason. I got him because I think he's super pretty and I think he's super fun, and I wanted a 5-star cryo DPS on my account. That said, I do have Ganyu here, but Tanari's my charge shot DPS, so I feel no burning need to get more. I feel like a well-built Ganyu and a well-built Ryo will probably get you the same type of damage. I think it's a misnomer to say that Ganyu's garbage. She's not garbage. There's just no Abyss for her. She still hurts really bad. I promise you that. Building your Ganyu is not going to be bad. So if you have her and you got her and you love her, there's no reason to get Ryo unless you really like Ryo. If you don't like charge shot players and you don't like Ganyu, then Ryo's a good choice. They play similar types of teams, but they feel very different to play and have different artifacts and different build requirements. Later characters after 3.x tend to be a lot easier to build than Fontaine and Matlin. So do you well with that information. I got him on his first one because I just thought he was really fun and I couldn't resist, right? So that's why I have him. It's very low ownership rate. If someone wants him as a cryo DPS and they don't have Ganyu, like, by all means, I think having a nice rounded out account is a good thing, but I think he does deal damage to be worth it. If you want to play him in Abyss, you can polish him to that point. And so I, based on that, would say he's a good pick. Also tall males, running super fast. I don't know what his utility passive is. What does he do for you? Oh, you can double product from what? Weapon ascension materials. Cool. Okay. I feel like there's someone else who does that. But also, oh no, I didn't need to leave that screen. Boop. We don't know what 4-stars are going to run with him either. The fact they run Goro makes me suspicious that they were going to run Ito and then they copped out. and they just felt like they had to run him. Who's next? So also on the banner is Frina. People are going to tell you Frina is a must pull, and though I say that she's definitely a really good support, I don't like ranking things as the best support or a must pull or any of that stuff. If you think she is absolutely annoying and can't send her companions and you don't feel cozy having someone drain your HP, that is perfectly valid reasons to not get her. She's pretty easy to build you just build her as a sub DPS on this troop set. Most people prefer her on a Fav because she generates so many particles. Minus C0. And of course her talents are 9/9. Her Constellation 1 and 2 are nice. If you already have her, I would actually recommend Constellations because her weapon kind of sucks. And that weapon banner is bait, even though her weapon is so bad that it dissuades me from getting Rhino's weapon, even though I want all my DPSs to have some form of vertical investment. I did feel a great improvement in my Abyss clears, so this is definitely a character you get for meta reasons. If you just want to pull for meta, she's good for meta. If you need off-field Hydro damage, and you don't have like a Yelan and a Shinsho on your account, you might like her. If you need more buffers on your account, she works. Hydro is very versatile. She's an HP scaler and super easy to build, so if you don't like building characters very much, she's also like not very needy. So those are things that she's good at, right? So, and she needs to be played with a healer. So that's what she's good at. And I'm not going to say a character is bad or say they're the best. I'm going to tell you what they're good at, and you can decide from your account and what's on your own account whether that character is worth it for you, right? I enjoyed getting her. She did wonders for my account because I had very little Hydra at the time. And now that we have the banners over, we are now going to talk about the theme of this actual video. So we're going to do a few things. It's telling me to go do Nouveau. Let's write the characters around. Does it change day to day? I should go talk to Yao Yao. I love her. Oh, first we're gonna check to see what papers are available. It is these. I might want more of these. I should also just farm more. Actually, I take that back. We're gonna... we're gonna assess the situation here. I wanted those to put a crown on her. Because I love her that much. But I think I need to fight the whale one more time. So this might be a Sunday ordeal. I think. And in that case, if I do get Ryo's weapon, I need a better crit damage circlet for Marshwasi Hunter. And my emblem pieces, I just don't have the XP to test my emblem pieces. Even though on one of my previous streams I saw that my wind is around the corner and kind of being annoying. I'm going on mute 1 second. We're all here admiring the Luke as they get my channel information. Do you have anything to say?
Oh, what about Duluth? Are you building him?
No! The excitement in your voice! I'd sooner build Gaming! I love having him on my account, but I wouldn't play him. Man, he's so cool. When you first do the plot and you're like, gosh, this is the coolest thing in the world. Now I was deciding what to do on my account.
Why don't you have Chrome?
Why do I have DuckDuckGo browser on my... No, I'm de-googling my life. You're not hallucinating. Wait, I can make condense. I feel like I should be... I have 5 mil Mora. Should I farm Mora or should I farm artifacts? They stole my phone. Artifacts it is. Wait, it's a new version. That means I can, like, get the pieces that I want for my freaking Lisa. Okay, we're gonna do some gambling in the Marshwasi dungeon where I just was. Yeah, I hate farming artifacts. Let me know when the door is closed, because I get self-conscious.
Thank you for your service.
Okay. And if you think we're bringing this team in, you bet we're bringing this team in. Green tea. Okay. I got a subscriber notification from that. That's so cute. Look forward to using that link to follow them. Okay, back to the game. Remember when those used to matter because your characters were weak? Ooh, I wasn't supposed to do that. It's okay. It's okay, we can resolve this. Whack. Oh, this team gives so many buffs. Hey! Hey! This thing must be cryo resistant. Do some deep breaths while I relaxingly farm. Hey! Oops. Wow, this is like the worst showcase ever. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that must be the worst showcase ever of this team functioning. And yes, that is 1,000 blazing suns on him. I just zoned out there. I need an HP goblet for Nouvellette, and I need a that better be crit damage. Son of a... It was not crit damage. As we clearly saw, it was not crit damage. Plunk. Hey! This doesn't work as well. The rotations aren't as smooth as the Ryo team. That's what I thought. Here, you come here. Hey, 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 hey. The jellyfish is gone. He can't crit. He can't crit without the jellyfish. So I was gonna go outside today. Some weird energy problems going on here. Probably because I wasn't doing full rotations. I can't see anything on the screen either. Oh, why is this not working? Oh, no, he swirled fire. Hey. Oh, this is a mess. Yeah, you wish you could hurt her. Come here. Hey! Double swirl all the way across the sky. I got it, okay. Oh, I should check my teapot again. Oh. Okay. I'm not shrimping yet. We need like a shrimp timer. Oh, that's not helpful. Just doing tap to save time. There, hey. Yikes. I have no skill today, have it be known. Yeah, you can hear too. Oh, that's so annoying. Ah, there we go. It's always the swords that get them. I like how I hooked you in with the title, but we're not, like, there yet. I was doing so much today. I'm just so tired. Oh my god, stop giving me troop pieces. I know my Farina needs to be a little bit more crit, but jeez. Come on. And then the jellyfish wears off. Interesting. I'm learning. I think Kokomi should have been second in the rotation. See, if things are frozen, it works because he's on Blizzard Slayer. But if, like, they're not frozen, he doesn't get that extra ratio. Damn it. Wait! Wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, but it has defense percent. You know, I'm willing to test it. It's better than the other ones. Where's my new bullet? Here, I should show you what I'm working with. Look at this. I can't even level it up to 20 because it just... the worst feel. This one has crit damage on it. So we're gonna see if I can get crit rate or something. Nope. Fodder. People put hydro damage on him? I'd rather have HP personally. Any other HP ones? See, it's my only HP part. This is like really terrible. And people are like, why don't you just put the hydro damage one on him? And I'm like, because he hurts more if you use HP. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, let's go to the ceremonious onion. I'm gonna claim my commission. So, well, I'm nervous because I think my twin might be watching. It's okay. I can spy on you too. That was the wrong button. Clickety clock. Yeah, there's no one here. It's fine. No Numa in the Numa you can't. I should know this by playing Chengyu, and I'm sorry, Miss. Sorry, I missed those. Yeah, dual monitors would be really handy, but you know, I don't have that money. Alright, 1 second. We're gonna like... I'm gonna go idle for a second because I need to change my headset. I'll be right For 1 minute. For a second because I need to change my headset. Okay, right. For 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Yes. See, my headphones have text to speech. It didn't connect to the ping. Yeah, it did connect to my phone. Okay, let's move this out of the way. I don't need that right now. Okay. Leaving comments. Wow, my first video comments. Actually, it's not true. I got comments on one of my other videos. He said, "Keep up the good work." They thought I was cute. Isn't that nice? Okay. I mean, I can't hear the game through these headphones through some reason, but that's okay. Okay, so now that we're got this sorted out, we're gonna go and start the discussion, which was a text-to-speech service in the game. But first, before we talk about that, we need to talk about the skip button. And to do this, you need to go to the most infamous quest of all. The Onion. Galaxy Funyun. Okay, so if you have gotten far enough to do Aranara, you know the frustration of Aranara. Now, Aranara I don't think was meant to be done all at one time. It's quite a it's a little bit word salad because of all the cute terms they use. Here it is. This is my 10 out of 10 onion. I leveled it all the way up to see it bloom in dream state. I'm kind of sad I can't hear the music. In the spirit of reading and accessibility, we have no music on right now, and just the facts. So and also you're not hallucinating. He is on the 1,000 blazing suns because it does crit damage, increases attack when after using an elemental skill or burst, and it can trigger every 10 seconds. Which like lines up perfectly with his kit. He also does elemental skill damage as a normal attacker. And it has low crit, which is perfect for Blizzard Strayer teams which need low crit because Cryo Resonance gives you so much crit rate. It's so cursed. I love it. So Changu Veins, you no longer need the Serpent Spine on him or the Red Horn. He's got better choices. Look at that base attack. Just to be clear, movie guys on my account. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the skip button. So the reason people want a skip button is because it takes a whole gosh darn 4 seconds. There's way that everything is timed in this game. Is there's huge pauses between dialogue that feels kind of awkward, making people feel like they're wasting their time. And if you're an autoplay, you have to wait a full 4 seconds before you can actually skip the dialogue option, and that's only if there's not a cutscene, which means if you're button smashing, it feels like you're button smashing through the plot. It doesn't feel very good. And some people like to play this game over and don't care much about the plot, and ergo, they want to skip buttons so that they can just... Some people are here for, like, the pretty colors, the rest of the experience, which is another video all of its own. But to say how they enjoy the game is not the quests. I'm not one of those people. And there's no greater offender to the community, from what I've heard, is people's poor experiences with R&R, because not only is this quest word salad, not only does it have deep lore, not only is it got some of the cutest characters, it is long, and it blocks off a huge portion of the map that you need for domains, primogems, and other resources. So you have to do this quest. And that makes people feel bad when they have to do things. When they have to grind primos, exploration is not fun. When they have to do a world quest, they don't enjoy the world quest because then they feel they have to button mash through it, then they don't read it, then they don't enjoy the writing, and then they say Genshin has terrible writing because they've never done the world quest, because they skip through the world quest because the world quests are not voiced, so they're not very nice to read, and they can be as long as some of the plots. Like Arnar, I feel like, is a pretty big one. I know my favorite is still Golden Slumber. and Eternal Paradise is pretty long. This one was pretty short. Um, the absolute nonsense. Like, I feel like I needed an encyclopedia to do the one in Fontaine that simultaneously did and didn't have relevant lore. The Petrichor one was really good. It wasn't too long. The Shenyu Vale ones were also quite short. I didn't think there was any in Liyue. I didn't understand what was going on with the Chasm one, but it was quite short. Dragon's Spine one was also short and quite endearing. And if you go to Natlin, I liked these ones good enough. They were a lot more interactive. It felt like they listened to a lot of feedback. Quite straightforward. Unfortunately, suffers from what's been happening recently, which we'll get into. And then each one of these was awful because each island has its own world quest that you have to wait 24 hours. So you have to log in every single day to complete every single quest, including the Kitty Island that's right here. Sacrilege. Absolute sacrilege, in my opinion. Like, that's just... It's gonna turn players away. Inazuma was so experimental. Anyway, back to where we were. So, the reason that first of all, I'm not against the skip button. I think if people want to skip the content, that's their full right to do so. I think it's a small ask. It's really easy to implement, I think anyway. I'm not big on the coding. I mean, I've made a graphing calculator, but that's it. So, I think that's a valid solution for how people feel in the game. But more is, what if you enjoy the quests, but you can't enjoy the quests? So a couple streams ago, I was really tired and I had a migraine. I was quite delirious, and the Lantern Rite plot was going on and popping up, and I kept being jumped into cutscenes, and I was complaining. I was so upset. I can't read this right now. I don't feel well enough. I don't have the energy. I don't understand what's going on, and I wish I could just listen to it. Because, fun fact, I'm actually a quarter blind to the point that I didn't know that UI in the top right corner was there for like 6 months to a year of playing this game. It also means that if you see me turning my head weird up over there, it's because I can't see there. But that's okay, because audio cues in this game are so good that I can more often than not go into Abyss with and not really look at the screen and not be able to see what I'm doing, like have it be super blurry and spinny. And I'll get the gist of what's going on in Abyss, and I can fight it with muscle memory, and because I have the right teams and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's a flex or not. But, you know, is what it is. Let's go to this quest. I hated this quest. Sarush is so terrible. I hear people talk about NPCs that they didn't like. Oh, and the Perry here guarding the Amrita pool. So if you don't, so on top of that, on top of the migraines, I'm also developmentally delayed in terms of my reading. It doesn't mean that I can't read. It just means reading takes a lot of energy, a lot of concentration. And because I was so young when all this happened to me, my brain remodeled. So because there's a piece of my parietal occipital piece missing, I'm using different parts of my brain to read that normal people would use to read. Reading, it's not that it's not enjoyable, it's that it's very difficult. And so sometimes I'll end up having to skip plots. I just got knowledge from doing what? Combat knowledge. I'm not fighting anything. What was that? Oh my goodness. So that's where I'm coming from. Someone who loves the lore and the plot and thinks that the history of Devat and everything is very interesting. I look forward to the world quests. I don't consider them blocking off maps. I don't consider them a source of primogems. I generally enjoy them as writing. Some of them have made me cry, and some of them are just very beautiful. And honestly, I'd say the world quests probably have better writing than some of the main quests. Most people will just skip them or just rush through them and not actually read them. And that's where the lore is. Like, for our next example, I present to you in Kanemia. Let's see how I can rush through it. I think there's the library there. I did get the Book of Sun and Moon, if you get in here. So, then becomes, what is the solution for people who want to enjoy the plot and don't want a skip button? Because I don't want one. I want to enjoy the writing. I want it to be faster than 6 seconds to go through all of it. More than 4 seconds. in order to skip through things. And when I can't read and have to get someone else to read it for me, it's like, it's super embarrassing, honestly. And I wish I could at least hear what was going on for those days where I'm a little bit too busy. It's not even for multitasking, though. I think some people might use a feature like that for it. So now that we know what my MO is, we're going to talk about text-to-speech services or a TTS. A lot of them is actually, it's really old. And when I was being rehabilitated, because I couldn't read, remember? I I would get them put onto my browsers and whatnot, help me read and write. They were okay. And back then they kind of just read every single syllable. It was a really robotic voice. It wasn't recorded voice or anything, or maybe it was. But each syllable would like be pronounced and whatnot. Today you might get some AI generated voices, but the reading itself is not AI. It is not an AI product. It is not generated by a machine. A machine is just programmed to have a certain frequency voice and then just read out the phonemes or words in its system. Like I said, my headphones will connect to a device, find the device's name, and then go through its library of terms or phonemes and read the name of my device to me and tell me what I'm connected to. That doesn't sound that bad, does it? It's super simple technology. It can get super monotone in general, which is where I think most people's problems with it would be. I don't think my Chungyun has any EM on him. According to Akasha, he's got my best artifacts. Fun fact. I think a lot of, now that we've brought up AI, we have to talk about, like, replacing voices. First of all, I think that the voice actors should be on strike. I really do. Oh my god, a crystal fly? Dude, purple crystal flies? Since when? Yo, I need those too. I don't think that having an automated voice system that generates sounds from letters is going to replace voice actors. I really don't. There's just text to speech. It's very quite soulless. It's very monotone. It's a robot reading something. Siri has more life force. Hey Google has more life force in it than a text to speech program, to be honest. But the point of it is it's an educational and accessibility tool, not that it's meant to be entertaining, right? So I'm not talking about something changing the entertainment value. I'm talking about a cheap and effective accessibility service that could be implemented into a game. I don't know how it would be put in here, but given that I can, you know, have it read my web browser, or, this was a hard area. I had to take someone in here and tell them once it was a hard area. It would honestly just add accessibility into it. If you go in here, it would have been nice to have it as like a setting in like languages where you just clicked on and off, or just on the screen itself when you like just clicked autoplay. That there's another one that had a text to speech setting in it. I think in the menu would probably be more accessible to most people who don't want it, to say the least, because I don't think the average player would find much use in it. But those that are visually impaired, or you know, might want to still enjoy the plots and the writing, might enjoy it being read to them. I might do a stone cold read of the next world quest when it comes out, because I'm so passionate about this and I feel like Genshin. I put in the suggestion box and they don't listen. If you want to find the suggestion box, it's in this feedback thing right here in the menu. You click it. Feedback is for reporting bugs, but you'll find a purple icon in the menu that'll have like oh my god, my brain just froze out. You'll find a purple button that says suggestion box, and you just pop any suggestions you want in there, and like they'll do a word filter on it to see the number of times a term comes up, and then they'll use that to accumulate feedback, if you're wondering how that works. So if you put TTS or text to speech in there, they'll notice it. I also, when it comes to this, feel there are other ways to mitigate this reading problem that the game has. This one was a little bit hard to get through because I think was I really tired? doing it. I don't know. I think I was like rushing through the game or something, like a lot of people do to get through Academia, where you turn the lights on and off. But it's some of my favorite lore that makes you think differently. That the biggest punishment is the loss of memories and the inability to move on. The trapping of souls until they wither and die is probably very Eastern philosophy, but also like an interesting concept that that is how punishment is dealt to civilizations, whether they're right or wrong. Oh, that didn't turn into a whopper flower. I was like, what? Oops. So, so I think that just as someone who's had experience being visually impaired, as someone who's had experience of wanting to read this, I think a lot of people would actually like really enjoy this. I've talked to some other people with disabilities and they say they would probably find it very helpful because there's an unfortunate trend. So in the beginning, when you're in like Mondstadt and stuff and you're doing your commissions, it's not too different from like a Nintendo game where they can only provide so much information. You may notice that this is probably a bad example. If you guys are ever in here, if you do love your characters, you can read these. I found the language that these were written in made it feel shorter than it actually is. It's actually dialogue. And these are actually just short stories that tell you about the character's life as you unlock friendship. You can also just go to the voiceovers right here, which has their comments. I like going through these ones because they're voiced, but also Chung-Yoon's voice actor deserves to be paid. Like, this is a lot of reading, and not even reading, but like expressing. Like, a text-to-speech is not going to be very expressive. It's just not, right? It's going to be soulless, and whether it's used through a generated voice or not is up to debate, but it just, there's nothing to compete with the actual voice actors. I would never want any of these voice actors to be replaced. Some of them like really knocked it out of the park, and I love that they get paid and they're on strike. They should be on strike. They shouldn't have their voices used when they're dead. I think that's very illegal to copy and benefit and profit off of someone's body, because your voice is a part of you. You're essentially like copying. It's like a deep fake. You're copying with someone. Like, it's not cool. So it would be nice to have a system in there, because obviously they're not voicing these quests because they're big, and it would cost a lot to voice every single NPC. But I think that if it was voiced, it wouldn't be as special as the other quests. And it also doesn't involve any of your main characters anyway talking. So it'd just be easier to have like something in there. And if not, maybe when there's a program that you could just stick into games. Woo has the same problem where I kind of wanted to care about the writing, but the writing is it's just not that good. So next we're gonna go and I'm gonna show you a very different problem. So another reason this gets my goat every single time is so early in the game, you go in here, look at these paragraphs. I could just read this. This isn't intimidating. Reading takes a lot of energy. I literally need to take like a nap after I read. It takes me like 6 months to a year to finish a novel. I maybe read 2 books a year because it's that tiring. Like, when I say I get the mental fatigue that I need a nap after reading, that is no joke. I have to dedicate an entire day and a half to a world quest. But just look at Benny's story here. This isn't too much reading, even in the teapot, it's not too much. But then we had a problem happen starting in Sumeru, where you go here, and the stories are looking about the same, but there's a little bit more here, right? And then, you're going out here, and oop. I go, okay, fine. I've read all these books on all of these characters that are just put in here. Cool, I want to learn more about Movika. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see this? I want to read this, but I can't. Because, so I'm like here, and then by the time I end the second paragraph right here, my brain is fried, and anything else I read, I will not retain or understand what's going on 90% of the days. Like, there are some days I'm better at reading than others, but like, I want to read this. I want to know more about this character. Her story is probably really interesting. And I just get so demotivated reading this. Like, you can't even change the font size. Like, that would be even easier. Like, to have font size, like, is there even a setting for that? Can I increase the font size maybe? Because that's another thing. Graphics? Font size? No? No? Audio? Messages? Language? Nope. 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 What? I can hide my UI? Yes, hide my UI, please. On. I'm streaming. It still kept it there. Uh, the fudge. Anyway, I have something blocking the UI for that. But the point is that as the game has gone on, the stories have gotten quite long. I'll be like right here having a fun time. I love viewing Mia's stories so much. I had a great time. I was in hospital and I had some free time and I read all of my characters' stories. I was quite tired. I could only get through half of them. And I finished her and I'm like, okay. I finished Friendship with Ryo. What I gotta say about why is this? Oh, I have to do a story quest first? Are you kidding me? I went through here and I was like, oh my gosh. And like, I'll go to a different character. Maybe it's just the character, right? And there's an entire book in here. Like, no, just a localization team. They do a lot of work. Chinese is nothing like English. So to even like translate it into this is kind of impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, that's so long. Oh my god. I forgot halfway through my brain fell out and I stopped retaining her story and I got the gist of it, but I still don't understand how she got her vision. At the end of it, I read it and I'm like, what was the moral of the story? Like, some of them you clearly know their ambition. Like, she wanted to do good by her master. Like, she wanted to defeat when she defeated Haishan. Like, when he vowed to be an exorcist, like these people's dreams. She just asked for one. It's kind of metal. She found it under a cupboard somewhere. She got one and then she just chucked it in like the closet for forever and it was like, I can make fireworks out of this. Uh yeah, like in their oath and faith. Ayatos is kind of sad, his story almost. It kind of made me cry when I read how he got his vision. Like, I love the vision stories. They're great. And now they're like so long. Where's Chiori's? I might not have read Chiori. I may have gotten demotivated halfway through. I think I made it to story 3 and I was like, oh damn. After reading this, novel that's in here. Now, I don't think this necessarily we need text-to-speech for this. It would be helpful, I think, if they're going to keep localizing it and making these books. I know they need to make the characters more unique. And so they want to make bigger stories. As someone who writes short stories, I understand that if you're making a new character, you want to go into more depth. But I trust you that sometimes a simple, shorter story is just as effective as a really long one. Like, I've had all of these bangers. I recommend. We love Zhongli in this house. So, where's the next one? Is it Fontaine? I don't think Mondstadt had one. Sea of a bygone era. There's one for you. It's in here. I think they're all water. It's all underwater. I don't want to swim. I don't like the swimming mechanic. It makes me feel a little bit like ill. No. Actually, you know what? Let's go somewhere else here. Okay, so I bet you guys didn't see this archive here, and if you did, good for you. So, did you know that every single piece of equipment in this game has lore that tells you about it? There's stories here, and often they contain spoilers too. You can see them, of course, they're down paragraphs in the actual equipping page. My favorite one is artifacts, because there's spoilers. Like, it'll start... Some of these, like, used to be, like, really short. So this is the description on the flower, or the circlet. Ooh. And you can go through all of them, and they'll tell you a story. Like this one's about Senora and Maiden Beloved is about Senora. There's like lore for the next upcoming plot in all of these. Like you can get spoilers to what's going to happen next by reading this lore. Speaking of increasingly verbose, like I think that's the name of the trope. Those are so low res. Beings. Dude, did you know that pyro slimes have flavor text? I love it so much. It's created by sedimentation of pyro dispersed through nature. Its intelligence is very basic, but its uses are just as broad. Well, for hilichurls, that is. Like, and like, it's so cool. Like, you can just go in here and read it. It's like they put so much love and detail into everything. Also, if you see the purple things, you're like, why am I picking this up? It's because it gives you photographs and it shows you pictures so you can identify things. I'm missing one. Oh, I normally get all of them. Missing an Alan? No, I got all of them. Cool. Then there's like the travel logs, which these will show you if you go in here. These are the transcripts. So everything in the game is actually downloaded in a transcript. The voice lines take up a lot of space, but the text itself doesn't, and that's what a text-to-speech would be reading. It'd be reading these. It would say, Shao, so on, so on, so on, so on. Shao, so on, so on, so on. Paimon, so on, so on. It wouldn't have the flavor of the voice actors for sure. The voice actors should be paid. But, it could read text, but not, this is like actual worded text that's been recorded. But, there should be ones for story quests and world quests. Like, here's these ones. I don't know where the world quest ones are. Yeah. So you can, like, go in here and catch up on this lore if you wanted. Also, in here is books. Did you know if you buy these books, you can just go in there and read them? They're not just achievements. That's how you get people talking about all these other ones. And they give you so much lore about the world. I would love to read this, but I need an audiobook to do so. I cannot explain to you the horror of going onto the wiki where this is copied and pasted. I don't even know how they copied and pasted it. They must have found the text in the game and then put on the website, and then I have to put a text-to-speech into my browser to read the website, but it reads everything on the website, including the ads and the banners and the headers and the links, and then it finally gets to this. And heaven forbid there's an image, because then it reads the image URL, and then it goes through and it finishes the rest of this. Like, it's so annoying that I have to go out of my way to do that. And if you watch a playthrough of someone, like, going through... These ones also have flavor text. Are they also getting... They are getting increasingly verbose. Called... Oh my god. If you go up, you can see that bar just, like, disappear. What the heck were they thinking? More is more, okay? Less is more. Edit yourself. Here. Let's see if we can find one of the places in that one. What about here? That's in the fire room. I want to find like the actual underneath parts. Ooh. Maybe there's crystal flies down here. I doubt it though. They hid all the crystal flies from us. Oh! It's here! Can I go back the way I came? I can. With the little guy and get so attached. But honestly, I feel like if I can get the same breadth of feeling in a Switch game, narrative Switch game, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, by interacting with NPCs, because I'm 100%ing the game and I've done all their quests, and I just, my UI is missing. I thought it was this button. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Which slash is it? Where is it? Is it this one? Nope. I regret manually hiding my UI, guy. No, I want to see. Off. Okay, there we go. Life, I mean, not that I can see the top corner of it as we've previously said. But, yeah. No, I don't want to fall. So, next I'm gonna cover the subject of people who say that if you're disabled, you should not be playing this game. Because there's people out there. They'll say it. People have said to my face, if you can't play the character, why are you playing the game? You deserve to fail because you can't play Raiden. I've heard people say that, and I think that's gross. Because a lot of players, your favorite streamers even, many of them are probably disabled. A lot of famous ones I know are. Should they just stop playing video games? Is that, like, what people want from them to have the only joy? Like, sometimes all I can do is hold this controller and play this game. Are you telling me that I shouldn't do my last remaining hobby because of the way I was born? Like, that's not appropriate. Even if it wasn't born this way and I got it later through some sort of accident or something. Like, what if you develop something and you can't get treatment immediately for your medical condition for your sight? Like, that's so unfair to say to somebody. Someone should be able to enjoy the lore of this. But Hoyo also completely has the right to not voice things and to just put the text in the game. There's nothing wrong with that. So I can collect a goldfish here, but not crystal flies? Yeesh. And so, I don't think you should tell players not to play the game or not to enjoy. I think it's perfectly valid to be like, oh, I I am having trouble with this. I think the game could be more accessible because the game is actually more accessible than you might think. There's lots of different characters. So if you can't play someone who's flashy, like Raiden, then you can play someone who's less flashy, like Lisa. Like if Clorin's too much for you in terms of your epilepsy, he exists. Zethos is pretty not flashy. You don't have to play Hyper Bloom to enjoy this game. Why is this game so visually, like, in terms of effects, epileptic friendly? The audio cues are as well done as any other game. Like, it has a lot of accessibility features. But for me, it's just... You can turn the graphics up and down. I think I have lower graphics to help me. Do I need to, like, steal one of these dudes to, like... Hi. I'm jacking you. Come on. Whee! Oh, that's so cool. Uh, yeah, so I think that argument is blatantly rude, and I think we should have more stuff in here. And if you're saying, well, why don't you just read it off of the blog? This sometimes is you can't find it. I also think it's kind of like, I know it's a free game, but it does feel very like copyright infringement to crack a game, copy the text that's in the game, and then post it online for people. And those people are responsible for not just finding a text speech, but a good one that's actually capable of reading and doing what they want. And if you are blind or can't see very well, and you too know the pain of finding some of them and seeing some of the work, then you know, my brothers, you understand the pain that it is technology. It is fudgy. A person's voice is far superior, but they just don't have the money for that, for the story that they're gonna tell. And I'm not gonna get on their case. Like, oh my god, I didn't realize there are so many of these. Whew, this is a ride. Whee! Whee! This one was also... I don't think this one was my favorite one. I was pretty tired when I read this one too, or did this one. And I often wished I was less tired doing it. So, I don't think it's a perfect solution, but I'm just overly frustrated. I just want to enjoy the writing that was put into this game and the lore, and just feel so just skived because of my problems that I have to make sure that I'm in perfect health, and maybe that means like once a month. And assuming that one day I have once a month, that I have the energy that day to read. And then what is essentially novels and books worth of text is like so frustrating to me, and I can't imagine what it's like for other people. And I know people like to think of blindness. That was funny. Think of blindness as someone completely can't see. I mean, there's a quarter of my brain missing. I completely can't see on that one quarter. But like, there's varying levels. Like, oh, I almost wanted to click on that one. There's varying levels of being able to see. There's some people that can see the effects, but it might be their life might be 240p. And that doesn't the effects are strong enough in this game that you can see somewhat. You can still enjoy this game, but like life could have been easier. You could have increased the font size. You could have put a text to speech. I would have loved that. I don't want to ask my friends to read stuff to me. Right? I don't want that. Like, I don't know. It's so frustrating. I want to read all of that stuff, but I just can't. And it makes me quite frankly sad. Why won't Abyss reset? I just want Abyss to reset. So, as an implemented option, I'm probably going to go ahead and on the next world quest, I'm going to do my part and I'm going to read it for people so they can watch the video to catch up, or they can have it on the background while they play the game on whatever device they're using. Because honestly, and then they can pause and freeze it and change the speed. And maybe some people who want the quest but never wanted to read it and were button smashers themselves but still kind of cared can go back and listen to it. Because when we watch a playthrough, they come with commentary. I'm not going to comment. I'm just going to freaking read it to you because it's unacceptable. Will it take a lot of energy out of me? Yes. But, you know, when you want a job done, you sometimes you got to do it yourself, to be quite frank. Whatever process. Crabro. I see. Claim all. Thank you. Oh wait, I do need to do my battle pass weekly stuff. I do need to craft things and cook 20 dishes. Okay. Time to cook. Okay. Um Cold cut platter for some reason. I'm gonna need a lot of sausage for that. Can I do this? Ooh, I can. I don't know. We're gonna count. 1, 2, 3. I have OCD. I like mastering these recipes, okay? 4. Hey, it cut me off from fish and rice. Shoot. See, honestly, I actually just need more of these foods. Yeah, but I've mastered all the Healy foods. Oh my goodness, it's actually quite a thing. Didn't I want to make like the nut cake or something? I guess I should just try slowly master this one since I have it here. Oh no! That's not what we wanted at all. Stuffed beans, sure. I feel like this is someone's favorite special dish and I don't know who that person is. Oh! I have not failed like that before. Do I have to successfully cook something for it to count? Or will it count anything? I'm gonna have to eat some of these soon just to get them out of my inventory. That wasn't enough for Battle Pass. How much does it want me to cook? I love this little checklist. Like, I can't even tell you enough. Like, domain challenges, ley lines, cook 20. Okay, I just need to cook 6 more of something. Nachos. Bean soup. I wouldn't mind some 3-star ones. Shrimp, potatoes. Do I have any of these? I have lots of nachos. Hash browns. Let's make some more hash browns. I need 6. Good, I can make 6. Ooh, I got some special ones. The puppy ramen, by the way, Goro's special dish from the ramen is actually, like, legit. Like, it's actually a good healing food. I don't really use food too terribly much in this game because my teams and my count is pretty fleshed out, but, like, there's no shame in using food once you figure out how it works. I like Farina's cake because it increases your HP. Hi. Hi, Wagner. I feel like Wagner is a hear me out. Like, I shouldn't have said that on the stream. I know, but hear me out. Actually, that is the softest, most vanilla-ist take I think I've ever had. Gosh, I love some of these NPCs in here. Okay, what else does it want me to do? Spend money. Create furnishings. I could actually go for creating some furnishings. Okay, teapot time. Speaking of things where I like talking to my characters, it's people who are voice lined. We're not going to do a teapot tour. This is not an account review. I would not actually do a review of my own account. I consider it kind of bragging, but now that I've said that, I'm probably going to do it someday. Okay. Realm Depot. Ooh, that means there's new things for me to buy. And that's why I'm broke. Why, unless it's plants. I love shouldn't buy plants. New furnishings. So desu. Hey, I needed some of these for my parts. Bucket. Loom. Juice. Juice. Portable all-purpose grill. Where are the signs? I thought that's a big stool. Giant. It's a platform. I've dishonored this house. Between the flames. Indoor furnishing. Small ornament. I could use more purple things, honestly. Can I filter? Show discount. Discounted items? Wait, what? Why is the price slashed on these items? Are they gonna be discontinued? Ooh, that's pretty. I'm getting some of these. I don't like the kitty furniture. Cake tray. Give it to me. It's from the TCG event. Shout out down below if you remember the TCG event. Wait, can I actually swing in that? Well, now I have to craft it to find out. I just need to craft this to know what it looks like. Little Subaru stools. There's some up here that I thought I wanted to try. I love putting junk outside. Let's try that one. None of these are cute. Lights, camera, action. Wait, it was from that event where they had the light cameras action type deal. These are cute. I actually have need of these because we play hide and seek in our teapot, so a little bit broker, a little bit all of the time. Let's learn them. What? I can't make half of these? How dare you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't made these before. That's kind of wild. 6. Uh-oh, I'm running out of mats. I'm trying to make purple things. I would also like things I haven't crafted before, you know? I don't think I have need for any of these. Kind of crafted everything I kind of wanted to craft. The purple things. Ooh, archway. Link. Okay, one more. Whee! Okay, that's 10 out of 10. I can come back tomorrow to get those. Bye-bye. Thanks, Tubby. Okay. I don't play TCG, not worth it. Hmm. I'd love to enhance some artifacts. How did you know? How did you know I'd like some enhance some artifacts? But I failed. I failed. I have to pick one character at a time to work on. I bet my stream is kind of messed up right now. So, didn't they change it or something? Yeah, it wants me to turn those into... What is it saying? Oh, I already did those puzzles. I don't know why it's telling me to do them again. Oh, son of a... This is not what I wanted. This is not... I lost my cursor! I lost my cursor. Was I hunching over the entire time? Here, let's see if I can get my cursor back. Okay, let's try again. Thank you for giving my cursor back. Little goblins. Oh, update summary. Okay. Just saying the primos and whatnot. No, I want to know about the... Someone needs to see if the rolls twice into the new thing. The event. Well, shoot. I should actually probably, like, exchange all my wishes. I get very tempted to just... One? I only had one for that many Primo Gems. Jeez. Mm. Now I'm getting tired. I don't even remember what I was really talking about, but I do think it is an interesting solution to the problem. If you have any other solutions, just like read it out. Tell us out so that we can all be sorted out. I had someone go into my teapot once and they said my teapot was absolute vibes, but it was not good for hiding in, playing hide and seek in, which I think is completely fair because I always want things to look real. Wow. I'm back here behind this. Nobody look. No one can see. Is it viewable from in there? Probs. You probably be like hiding initially. Oh my gosh. You should do teapot hide and seek. I recommend it with your friends. It's like, it's a gas. This map I think would be pretty fun for hide and seeking. Oh my god, it goes even higher. What monster have I created? Here, let's see some other places. You're getting a teapot tour today. It's not mandatory. Or it's mandatory. You're hostage. You're hostage now. Oh, this place is prettier when it's at night because I kind of made it to glow up. That's the way out to the road. You know, not gonna lie, I do actually really like it. It's better at night. It's a good night to make characters. I placed some gift sets. I hit really close to furnishing limit and I don't even know how I did it. I think the bathhouse is over here. Remini just chilling. He should be. Yeah, there he is. I bet I have just some stuff over there that I... Oh, no, that's just a platform. Okay. So pretty. The shop up there. And then it ends right here, I guess. I need to remove Auroran, actually, and replace him with someone else. So, you're gonna just... He's been maxed out. Ah! I'm out of practice. You know, I bet I went overcharge on trees. I treed too hard that day. Who else did I get that I needed to friendship, that I wanted to friendship with? I went to friendship with Galming. That's right. We're actually gonna put him inside of the house, I think, because there's no one inside of the house. No one talks about the teapot. I literally had a guy, he's like, how do I get the teapot? How do I get the rewards out of the teapot? And I literally had to send him a guide. Because it's like a gamer way of doing the teapot, and then there's people a way of doing the teapot where you care. Because it takes so much time and so much work. This is such a game of patience, and if you watch the account review, you'd like understand that it's like a game of patience. Oh man. I made some immaculate vibes. I kind of just been collecting here. I forgot what was... That is the gamer mood that there is. A junk room. Dude, I want to invite my friends to like sit in here. So cozy. I take care of... Oh, I have fish to put in it. These are probably not good fish, but... Yay! Oh, makes the move. Okay. That may have made my day. I finally figured that out. Which means, where do I put Gaming? Wow, this entire, like, place. What was I doing here? Like, this is nice. Ah. Why is this room... Okay. Okay, you guys might watch me do some teapot. That is... answers questions and is... mildly frustrating. There's a cat toy there. I have no clue why. I would like some fish. Oh! Uh-oh, I got my volume back. That is a bad omen. What new item did I get? Oh, I got all these masks. There he is. Wait, I think this room is at capacity. I don't think I can fit him in here. Let me place it. Heck yeah. Okay, you guys probably don't want to watch me do a teapot, so we're gonna like leave for now. There he is. I'll talk to you later though. I don't even know what music's in there. Okay. Maybe I was hearing it through my phone. Okay. Ah. Just see me just like get utterly confused there for a second. There's Zarya there. Because I can't hear the game when I'm using these headphones and streaming at the same time. Here, I just really like... I mean, I have been spending so much resin in that Marchoisi domain. I really just want to get it over with. We're gonna see if it actually functions, because I would have done this anyway. We're gonna go into it and make bad choices, everybody. Okay, so feel free to judge me. So we're gonna go Marchoisi Hunter. No. I have lots of these built up, by the way. What is going on? Marchoisi Hunter. I want a goblet. Affix selection. So my main affix, I want to give him HP. Thank you. A minor affix is, how did you not want crit rate and crit damage? I think my other piece had a lot of ER on it, but I have so many other pieces, but I don't have an HP goblet. So we're gonna go for a double CV Marshwa C HP for Nuve. Oh my god. They're so rare. I know I have like 10 of them, but goddamn. Oh, it hurts. Cause last time I did this and I got a crit damage circuit for Lisa, and it had it was crit rate, crit damage, and it had crit rate and ER because those are the stats I needed, and then it rolled double defense, and then it rolled into defense when I gave it XP. Yes, I know, you can only use them once. Okay, it's just I've spent a mathematically stupid amount of resin trying to get that precise piece, which is the only time it's acceptable to do that. Look at this. Hey. Oh my gosh. Look, it high rolled. Has EM on it too. Yo. Well. What is it gonna give me? No. It's a wasted line. No. No. No more consumables found, my butt. Some of these I'm not ready to let go of. But some of them I know I am. Like, I'm not gonna use these pieces. I know it. That doesn't have any XP in it, though. Look at that. That's rough. I don't want to put it on her. I wanted to disown it. Um, God, putting a +4 in here would be such a waste. I really, even if it has only 7/7, it's still better than this piece. That was so disappointing. It didn't even help. I mean, all things considered, even though they lied to us on the stream, uh, I would say that this is still technically a better piece than like this one or the other one he was going to be on, right? Like it looks like it sucks, but compared to my other HP pieces, it's still better. It still gave him an increase in crit rate, 7% crit rate and 7% crit damage, which is by the way not good. And this is crit damage, crit rate. I could find him a better circlet. Crit rate, crit damage, fudge. Actually, this piece is actually not that bad. I mean, he does have enough crit rate on him. Is 40%. And this will give him 12 times 3. I can math 36% crit damage. That's not 40. Not 40. He needs more crit rate. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do this. It says he's on the best build he could have. That's... Does his weapon give him more crit rate? You totally didn't hear my alarm go off. Gives him ER. We're gonna have to test him to see if the ER changes did anything. Crit damage, HP. No, he needs that crit rate. It says this one would be pretty good for him, but I'm not sure. This one does have ER on it. I mean, it could be better. but I'm not sure. Let's see if I can get him a circlet with better crit rate on it. Let's confirm. Oh, son of a... Oh, they're all occupied, all of them. One he's on currently right now. Would I do a switch? Nope. She's just scary about my pieces, thinking of stealing. The only switchable one I think I do is this one, I think. But it has like no wasted stats on it. Okay, we'll see if we get his burst up in time on a rotation. So we're just gonna pick a team. This is a team for sure. Let's see if I can find my favorite one of his. Okay, and I want to put Lisa here. Who do I normally put here? I just need stacks. I think I use Kazoo, but he might swirl Pyro, and I'm not sure that's what I want in this situation. Oh wait, he doesn't want Hydra Resonance though, so we're gonna go here. This is not a good noob team. Well, it's not. It's an ideal noob team. Let's say that. Let's go do some Chiggy. I need a new punching bag. I can't keep fighting Chiggy. I'm gonna lose it. Gosh, it's gonna take forever to make a new one of those elixirs too. And you can only make one per version. So rude. Nope. Oh my gosh, he didn't swirl it? What is this? We got one stack. We're gonna give him a better team. Hold my beer. Because at least Jingles won't interfere. Let's try you. Because we're just doing a comparison. It doesn't need to be too insane. You know what? Why not? This is a completely valid team. It's completely valid. Oh no, Auroran is dying. That's okay. Zhongli's here. Oh my gosh, I haven't played Zhongli in so long. It's just I haven't had need of him for such a while. Okay. This doth bode well. Oh my lord. This turkey is gonna be... Oh, those are some impressive stacks. Huh. I'm gonna do this again and a different boss, and I am not gonna bring Movika. Sue you. Mistakes have been made this day. I think Auroran was fine. I think I just shouldn't have used Movika there. I think Movika was doing too much off-field damage. I want some raw output here. I mean, Hyper Boom's not gonna do much. I just don't want anyone... We do not want that here. Okay. I want to at least kind of pretend that I'm having reactions go on here. You know, a little bit. This brain fury. Come on. My brain is indecisive, can you tell? Why do I bring someone that just will stack but won't cause too much stack? I think it's probably her. Okay. I mean, he's immune to it, but that's not important. I just want to make sure I get the stacks on noobs, passives, and weapons. Okay. Yeah, you're not so scary. Hey! I had my skills there. Everything was ready. What happened? Actually, you know, I'm gonna get everyone's energy back, and then we can talk. Ah, wait. If anyone can kill a Zhongli, it's me. Rude. Rude. I want to see if I can single cycle this. Okay, so now that we got that, this is not going to be very accurate. I probably needed a different boss. I'm starting to see why everyone tests everything on the PMA. Because it can't be any boss. It has to be a boss that he actually works against. It's like super easy. Let's try you. I should do Nouvelette's story quest. But I also kind of just like want to draw and watch Disney movies, but my hands have been unsteady. Whee! Maybe I didn't read the dev notes properly. At least I have photo evidence of that crap happening. I love these trails so much. I know some people really complain. They're like, oh, I wanted this thing to happen, or I wanted this thing to happen, or whatever. There we go. Okay, what do I do to this? Pyro's fine. Son of a... This is why I only play him in Abyss. Gosh, what do I fight? It's absolutely tanky enough to take it. We're gonna do this. I mean, his energy feels fine, and that's the biggest thing we're kind of looking for here. I should probably actually... I'm actually gonna take him to Abyss, test his energy in a situation where he might actually have less energy to spare. Because I did just lose 10% of his ER, and that might mean something. We're just gonna do floor 11. That needs crowd control. The second side wants overload. I'm gonna bring him this Frostfall. I can bring his soup team on the other side. But also wants grouping. We're gonna do you. And I want Frost, which means I want Pyro or Electra here. This is fine, right? This works, right? We're gonna do some scuff rotations. And it just wants overload. I mean, why not? Why not delete the other side, right? Am I right? Or am I right? Okay. Actually, I might want to Roarin on that side then. Because then I'm gonna want... Now my actual alarm is going off. Okay. And Chev, you, and this will just delete things. Okay. Doesn't matter which card I pick because that's not what I'm testing.
Here comes another.
I did not double swirl, but that's okay. Whee! think I used freeze on this side because floor 11 was really good for freeze. Now wait till Abyss returns over. Got all my stacks and some 40 theft days. Got his energy back right in time. Okay. Alright, I don't know what his burst cost is. I can't remember if it's 60 or 70. Ah, wait. Stop that.
That's all I've got.
I'll recommend Shiori on teams with him. Oh, she's releasing the cat. Alright, time for some casual steamrolling. Bolus. I didn't aim that shot. Oh, it won't matter. There's anything here? Hi, kitty. Did they live? They lived. As in they didn't. This is like a floor 12 team. I shouldn't... We're not doing ER. Don't want any buffs. Hey! Those have delayed. You have to watch out for those. Those things are like no fun. Shout out to Prototype Amber New. Wow, that's a lot of gauges. Come on. That's what I thought. Yeah, so my Nouvelette's not performing the best. It's honestly artifact quality. I did not want to do that. Not enough fire stuff for her to overload. I mean, this Torrent is designed for raw damage. Also, she is accidentally C1 by accident. Whoa! Oh, I'm scared of that. Look, the ASMR controller. I think it just exited me. It did. That's okay. I found his energy was fine. Probably got a low burst cost or something. I forget what his burst cost is. I have some of them memorized, but... Yeah, it's 70. How much ER does he have? Oh, 130 is perfectly fine for most characters. Okay. What did I get? Oh, interesting. Alright. That's gonna be it, folks. I think I might do some cozy games next. I'm probably gonna do another discussion of something else. I'm kind of really tired. I don't recommend anyone be playing video games for more than an hour anyway. So, yeah. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of your evening, y'all. If you have... Remember, accessibility is important in all these video games. And I will be providing a reading. hopefully eventually. I just realized that I was looking down the entire time, which wrecked my lip flaps because of the way the screen was angled and then my chair was angled. Oh my god, I try so hard not to have this happen. Anyway, bye guys.